What's up guys? A while back I did a series on Inscryption, but I never did one on Kaycee's mod, which is like a little extra content outside of the base game. So I decided to do one now. Also, I was gonna record my audio as I played, but it didn't sound very good, so I'm gonna do voiceover instead. So the way Kaycee's mod works is you have different challenges, and each challenge gives you different points, and the goal is to unlock every challenge, and it gets harder and harder the longer you go. But for right now it's super easy, so I just choose to start without the fishhook. At the beginning of every run you're granted 2 pelts you can spend. I spend mine on the elk fawn and the opossum. From then I decide to grab a totem. I get the one where if one of your dudes gets attacked it like splits its tail off. Then we begin our first fight. For these fights I have them edited down a lot. If you think I should change that and include more fights, then I'm willing to, but I just wanted to keep this video short. I get a fan. We're on to our next fight. I decided to grab the bone card because it's really handy to have the bones, because sometimes you just can't sacrifice but you have a lot of bones. I decided to get the wolf one because I have like a few wolf cards and it does come in a clutch a few times. Next I decided to choose for the cockroach because it has that unkillable sigil, and I get it mainly so I can put it on another card. Here I decide to sacrifice the stoat because honestly you want as little cards as possible, and the stoat it's not really that good, so I just decided to get rid of it. We're on to our first boss, and for these I don't have them edited down as much just so you can see how it plays out. But for this one, his second phase, he'll put shark bait in front of you, and when you destroy that bait, it will cause a shark to spawn. This almost got really bad because the shark started killing all my dudes, but luckily I was able to just barely make it out. Like as you can see, I'm counting the like things I need, and because I have that plier I can like just barely make it. If it wasn't for that I probably would have died. I mean I also had the fan which would have worked, but for my first rare card choice I always choose the Gek, or I always want to choose the Gek because the Gek is my favorite card. I grab another wolf one so I can combine them later, and I put the unkillable on the Gek, which is like one of the best cards you can make in my opinion. I love the Gek card. This fight I actually lost, which was a shame, but what do you do? And here I literally had 0 teeth, so I had to get that free one. I upped the health on the Gek and went to the next fight. That one I almost lost, but he conceded, so that was close. Then I'm on to the sacrifice. I decided to sacrifice my bullfrog because it's just useless, honestly. I want to go for the pack, so I decided to go down this route. And I grabbed the magpie, which magpie is one of the best cards. I mean, the magpie isn't too good, but the sigil it comes with is really good because you can choose any card in your deck. Grab the squirrel, the pliers, and the black goat. And I decided to copy my Gek, and it didn't really turn out the way I wanted it. The sigil was changed, which is really annoying. And for some reason, it kept giving me that Gek card that had the bad sigil, which was really annoying, but for some reason. That was actually a really bad misplay there. I forgot he moved, and so my fawn got killed. And it almost went badly for me, but I did manage to clutch out with the magpie into the unkillable Gek. Got a bunch of cards from killing that mule, I think it was. And then it's pretty smooth sailing from here. I decided to sacrifice both those for an ant queen because right here he'll hit your cards and turn them into gold nuggets. And if I had those 3 spaces, it would have like got rid of all my spaces. So I decided to do that. So I had an open spot. And then I managed to put down all that. And I got a ton of teeth from it. And that was that fight. Here I decided to go for the Mole Man. The Ouroboros is really good in the base game, but not really good in Kaycee's mod, because you can't like stack him and become crazy. That right there, I did not win it, so which is fine. I didn't really want another card. And then I did actually copy my Gek, and it turned out better because it had an increase in damage. And right here, I just won another battle. I decided to get the pronghorn because if I can sacrifice that sigil it has, it'll become really good. There I combine my wolf, so it becomes an absolute beast. I decided to grab the knife because I do not want pelts at all. This is where I combine my wolf with the pronghorn. And it becomes really good, and this is where you can see the power of it. This is literally my first move. I'm deciding what to do. Place those 2, place the wolf, and then I just win. That's it. And I get a ton of overkill as well. So I decided to go to destroy the card, but before then I grab a rattler. I kill off the elk fawn. I also kill off the wolf cub here because I do not want that as well. For this fight, you want to sacrifice as many cards as you want, or as you can, because it'll give you pelts. And then for the second phase, you can spend those pelts. So, again, the unkillable Gek, really good for this because you can just kill him as many times as you want. And because he's a free card, you can just place him whenever you want as well. And then I place the wolf, and it's easy dub right there. I do go a little overboard with the pelts, because all I need is 2 pelts, but I got, what, 6? So, it's whatever. Right here I grab the Ouroboros, and this is my final deck running in, or going into the boss. So I grab the Ouroboros, and I sacrifice him to the opossum, which actually turns out being pretty good. If I didn't do this, I don't think it would have changed the game that much, but it did help. Because right here, I think I only got like the cat and the opossum and the Gek. But because the opossum was unkillable, I could have him be sacrificed right here. To the prospector and be totally fine. Then we have, yeah, it's just pretty easy fight, honestly. This was a really good run. I didn't struggle like at all. Except for that one time I like misplayed and died, but here I get down my magpie and then I managed to get my Gek out of it. Get my wolf next. And then once I got that wolf, it was just like, that's it, I win. That's it. It was a pretty easy run. Kill him off there because he does 6 damage in 1 hit. Takes a picture of the moon and I tried to use the knife, but I couldn't use it, which is a little sad, but kill off the moon here and easy run. So that was only the first challenge, so of course it's going to be pretty easy, but you know, the longer you go, it's going to get harder. Here's some lore. You can pause that if you want to read it. I don't really care. We unlocked 2 new cards and a new challenge. I didn't really look at the cards in the footage, but I'll show them in the next video more. And then for the challenge, boss battles are now totem battles. So yeah, that was the run. If you guys enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe, do all that. And if you have any ideas of how I should edit these videos differently, please leave that below. Like, if you want more fights, or if you like the voiceover part of it, then leave a comment below, and I'll see you on the next one.